To other matters now, world leaders and executives of leading artificial intelligence companies gathered are in Paris for a major two-day summit on the future of AI, which aims to assess the challenges and opportunities posed by the rapidly evolving technology. Held at the historic Grand Palais in the French capital, the AI Action Summit is being attended by U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, and has drawn representatives from nearly 100 countries and regions and more than 1,000 interest groups from the private sector and civil society. The summit is focusing on harnessing innovation and creativity, as well as on the more complex issues surrounding the safety and regulation of AI. The opening day featured sub-forums detailing how the fast-expanding technology can be used in the public interest and ensuring it respects cultural diversity, and also saw discussions centered around global artificial intelligence governance. The European Union approved draft laws governing AI last year, but the proposals have met resistance from some tech firms, warning that innovation in the industry could be stifled. In hosting this major AI summit, France is hoping to position itself as a leading light in the future development of AI, with President Emmanuel Macron promising over $110 billion worth of private investment in the French artificial intelligence sector. Some are strongly of the view that more work can be done to ensure AI development is accelerated across Europe.
Have science serve the interests of humanity. And I think that is our challenge with artificial intelligence, which is to ensure that these incredible technological innovations with new computing power, that all of the incredible advances of AI and its implications in various sectors be in the interests of humanity in a world that is disrupted by crisis.
I'm here to talk about AI opportunity. When conferences like this convene to discuss a cutting-edge technology, oftentimes I think our response is to be too self-conscious, too risk-averse. But never have I encountered a breakthrough in tech that so clearly calls us to do precisely the opposite. Now, our administration, the Trump administration, believes that AI will have countless revolutionary applications in economic innovation, job creation, national security, healthcare, free expression, and beyond.
If you upload your medical report to an AI app, it can explain in simple language, free of any jargon, what it means for your health. But if you ask the same app to draw an image of someone writing with their left hand, the app will most likely draw.
For a close look at the threats and promises of artificial intelligence, the founder, Hughes and Tech, Bisola Alabi, joins me from here in Lagos. Thanks for joining us on The World Now. Let's begin with what your initial thoughts are on the summit's focus on harnessing innovation and creativity while also addressing safety and regulation concerns.
So I'm actually a tech advocate, and I'm excited that not just the private sector is advocating for AI, but the government is also advocating for AI, which means that we are up to something. So I believe AI is going to improve efficiency. It's already improving efficiency, especially in the workforce, right? And I'm going to speak on 3 use cases where AI can be efficient to educate the broader audience. So for example, in the health industry, we can see that AI, leveraging artificial intelligence and machine learning, it can detect and prevent, cancers when you upload imaging. We can, with all of the data that the patient has. So AI can actually do that, and that's a breakthrough for humanity, right? But at the same time, we also need to be sure about the threats that it comes into places. Of course, nothing is perfect, right? But for the biases, I feel that we should look more into the biases. For instance, when we've trained all of these LLMs, we've trained the data set. What about those in the rural areas? What about those that we didn't cover, in the data? How do we ensure that it's inclusive? Those are the questions that we should be asking as regards AI in health. But and another case study I would like to talk about is AI in finance. So, for example, we know that we all need to be financially literate. We all need to take our investment seriously. Everybody is not at the right place. We are not at the same pace. So what I see, the use case that I see for AI is is meeting you at your particular need. So for example, you want a personalized use case, you want a personalized investment plan. AI can look into your financial history and create something for you with your history. So that's something I'm really excited about
Indeed.
without you having to go to the bank. Right.
Absolutely, Ms.
So
Alabi. There are broader concerns. You have also highlighted the threats in your earlier submission, considering, for instance, the European Union's draft laws on AI governance that faced resistance from tech firms. There are now questions of, are we balancing these huge advantages? Do you think that policymakers are balancing regulation with innovation in the AI sector?
oh, yes. With AI, with technology, there should be governance. There should be governance. So the conversation we should be having right now as regards AI is how can we build responsible? How can we build responsible technology? How can we build responsible AI? How can we integrate it into the product delivery, into the product management, into whatever it is that we are building? So as we are advocating for AI, as we are creating all of these interesting use cases, organizations, governments, private institutions should also ensure that the governance is taken into consideration. So, for example, they should begin to ask critical questions. What are the data privacy as regards all of these data sets that you are using? Where did you get this data from? Is it did they give you consent? And did you get the permission to use this data? Is it inclusive? So, for example, the data set you are using, is it just for whites or for blacks? Is it for the urban region or for the rural region? Those are the questions that we should be asking as regards to data governance. To be honest, we are not there yet. AI is a bit new, but I believe that the conversation moving forward should be as regards governance. And it should not just be about innovation, but also ensuring that everyone is building responsibly.
Absolutely. You see India playing a pivotal role in the ongoing conversations around AI governance, especially in the Paris summit. Where is Africa, and how do you see all of these ongoing conversations impact directly on the AI landscape on the continent?
So for the continent, I believe that private institutions and the younger generations are jumping on it, right? And for the larger organizations, I still think that they are taking their time, to jump on the technology. And I understand them square. I understand them totally. This is not a new technology. A few years ago, we're talking about metaverse, and then we're talking about crypto, and then we're talking about, all sorts of technologies. So right now, I think that the adoption is low. But I would also say that they should trust that AI has come to stay. It has come to stay, so they should adopt it, and we should begin to see interesting use cases because this is a scalable technology that is going to transform lives across all sectors, across urban region and across rural region.
You have worked extensively on promoting women's engagement with technology. What role do you think African women can play in shaping the continent's AI future?
Oh, this is a topic that I'm passionate about. So for me, I run a brand that is female focused. So What I want to see is women innovating in femtech and family tech. So I want a situation whereby a woman is able to build on GPT to create things around menopause, around issues that are related to female health, around breast health, around the family units, which is also important to me. And these are technologies that can scale this solution. So, for example, a woman who is of age, who is 45 years and is thinking menopause, for instance, does not have a platform to go. I'm seeing a place where women can build on GPT, collect all of the data. We are about 200 million in Nigeria, right? So, and half of us are women, right? So that's like a huge population. Why not build something across all layers that women all over, in Nigeria can take succor from, and also get solution from. So I foresee a future, and which is now, where women can solve for issues pertaining to us in our health, in our finances, in our families, and all across the world.
Bisola Alabi is founder, Hughes and Tech. Thanks for sharing with us on the news this hour.
Thank you for having me.
We'll be back with more stories from around the world. Don't go away.